Hey guys, welcome to this video. So my name is Wolf Lopez and this is going to be 1 inch price prediction for 2022. Okay, so before we go into price prediction, I want to quickly explain you why I think that 1 inch is huge. Okay, so the old order book model that basically everything that is about trading in the whole world right now uses. For example, if you have been using Binance or KuCoin or whatever, this is Coinbase, it's always the order book model, meaning that some people sell and some people buy, and you can think of it as like triangles. So these are the people who are selling on the up, and then there are people who are buying are on the bottom. Okay, and then there's the midpoint where both of these triangles, buy and sell orders, clash. Okay, and but between those prices, if there's not enough buyers and sellers, there's going to be a huge gap. Meaning that, for example, if there's going to be one crypto asset or stock or whatever is being traded, if someone sells for $100, let's say Apple stock $100, and the next buyer is like $80, there's like huge gap between these two. Okay, and basically that is because of the order book model. It requires people to be selling or buying. It requires another human being at the end of the screen. Of course, there's automated market makers in the traditional finance also, but anyway, so but that's basically the old model, and the new model is decentralized exchanges. Decentralized exchanges mean that there are two liquidity pools on it. By the way, on Ethereum, decentralized blockchain with solidity can be written smart contracts. When you stack smart contracts, it becomes a protocol. And for example, 1 inch is a protocol, and or let me start with the Uniswap. So Uniswap, for example, is a protocol of decentralized exchange. And then when you go to that exchange, you probably have used the swaps. So this is disrupting technology that is disrupting the old order book model. Okay, so when you swap something, let's say that you want to buy Ethereum with USDC. Okay, you have the system. Smart contracts has two liquidity pools, Ethereum and USDC. And then when you there's the K factor, meaning that it has to be the same. It has to be constant. So whenever you, for example, buy Ethereum from that using that pool, the price will it will affect the price. And if the liquidity pool is not deep enough, there's huge slippage. Meaning that, for example, think about if you have on liquidity pool, if you have one Ethereum and $3,000, okay, and if you buy 0.5 Ethereum, there's not a lot of liquidity, so the slippage will be huge, meaning that you will actually lose just money on the trade. But if the liquidity pools are deep enough, if there's huge liquidity, there is no slippage there. So when you buy, for example, if there's 10,000 Ethereum and a same amount in dollars on the other pool, when you buy 0.5 Ethereum from the liquidity pool, there is no slippage there. Okay, and if you look at DeFi, this is basically how DeFi works, and the liquidity is the main problem in DeFi, because if there's not enough liquidity, if the pools are not deep enough, the slippage is absolutely crazy. You probably have experienced this if you have bought some crazy random new token and you went to buy it and you had to pay insane, like you didn't get at many coins at all because the slippage was huge. Okay, so that's where the slippage comes from. It becomes from the liquidity pools are not deep enough. Okay, so now when you have 1 inch is a decentralized aggregator. It is decentralized exchange aggregator, meaning that, for example, if you want to buy, let's say that you want to buy 100 million worth of Ethereum. You want to buy 100 million worth of Ethereum, which is a huge buy. Well, if you buy, for example, that on one decentralized exchange, like for example Uniswap, there is not enough liquidity and it's going to be huge slippage. But what these decentralized aggregators do is that they actually use the liquidity from multiple decentralized exchanges. Okay, so they basically for some of these, for example, when you buy it, it borrows the 50% liquidity from Uniswap, then it borrows 20% from this, the other, and it combines it. So the slippage is not that huge. And that's what it does. So it makes that's what the 1inch is like used for. It's a decentralized exchange aggregator. Okay, so and it's the best one currently. It's people in the USA cannot use it. Okay, but anyway, I think that this it's huge. I think that it's very undervalued because a lot of the market people in the market don't understand that actually decentralized exchanges are what allows uh, DeFi, decentralized finance. This because we can now there's a verified way to um, exchange scarce assets. Okay, that's what it ultimately is. So and decentralized and verified way. So it's a huge disruption. So I think that it's huge. I think that 1inch is definitely it's the in my opinion it's definitely one in my opinion the best DEX aggregator right now, and it's the most well known, and yeah, it's huge. I've been studying them a lot. Yeah, I think that it has a huge opportunity in the future. Like it's the biggest one. So for 2022, I don't know if you have been following the market like 2021, the a lot of the liquidity from the tokens, like you can see that basically in the bull run, we 1inch hit only $7. Now it's like $2. It from $1 to like they a lot of the liquidity were sucked out of these good utility projects that people actually used to those kind of meme projects, because people who come into these markets want something they don't really want to learn. Okay, like what I just told you, basically nobody knows what I just told you, so you are welcome. Okay, by the way, if you want more information like that, if you are hungry for very good information, check out my premium product. So I have a membership, the golden ticket membership, where I share with you insane knowledge. Okay, so if you want more of what I just told you, check out the golden ticket membership. Anyway, so for 2022, I think that this is one of like the longer term projects. So 2022 price prediction is not definitely going to be. I think that we are going. This is one of those like if this is going to be the biggest one or even among the biggest one DEX aggregators, I think that this is going to be huge, and I think that it's pretty much undervalued at this point. If you look at also Uniswap price, Uniswap is also pretty much undervalued. So I think this is kind of like a sleeping giant, meaning that a lot of people don't understand it. So yeah, anyway, in 2022, if you have blow off top, I think it's going to be blow off top is going to be next in the second part of 2022. I think that we can pull up a 5x from here. It would be $10 here. I'm definitely waiting at least for 5x for 1inch, because the rising tide rises everything. Okay, so if we have a blow off top, even though people don't probably majority don't have any idea why this is good, I think it's still going to be increase in price, and I think that at some point the dog tokens are going to perish, and that on that point on, these kind of utility tokens I think are going to be huge. So I think that yeah. So that's my thoughts about 1inch. Definitely check out the golden ticket method, where I talk about the golden ticket method on how I find 10x tokens. So for example, in 2021, I went from $500 to 300K, and I also have testimonials of people doing the same thing. Okay, so this is 20x, 10x, 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 7x, 8x, multiple 36x gains from last year, quarter four, last 3 months. Insane. So I think that 2022 is going to be absolutely insane. Also, there's huge opportunities, so don't miss out on this one. I also have the free market insights here. That is a newsletter. Okay, also, so by the way, here's tons of there's videos, PDFs, all kinds of stuff here. But this is a newsletter, free one. And then also I want you to know about token metrics. So I have been using this tool to find new tokens. And also I like to look at what the machine learning is saying. So this is a machine learning tool. You can also find this link in description. I'm on the advanced plan. I use this as a tool. So it's pretty interesting because there's this AI, and I've been following this for a year right now, a little bit over a year, and there this machine learning has done absolutely some of the peaks have been insane. Absolutely, like, I mean, talking about 500x peaks. Anyway, so right now for 1 inch it's saying that we're going to go down a little bit here, and then we start going go up. So that's what I'm basically also myself thinking here. I think that we are going to, if you have been following my channel, I'm thinking that we are going down a little bit here, and then in the later part of 2022 I think that we are going to go up. So for example, here if we get 1 inch back to like $1 range here, massive buying opportunity, absolutely massive buying opportunity. So if we go back there, I'm definitely grabbing my backs there. Okay, so that's my thoughts about it. Definitely subscribe for my more videos. And yeah, this was a little bit longer video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned something. Check out the memberships, would love to have you there. I'm the financial advisor, and peace out.